I'm Jenni Carlson with the Oklahoman. Lost amid the hubbub over a coach's potty mouth and a program in serious rebuilding mode is the makings of a darn good season for one Cowboy. James Anderson is having a season worthy of consideration for all conference honors. Oklahoma State's sophomore shooting guard is putting together one heck of a resume. He's starting to not only come into his own, but also establish himself as a star. Everyone remembers how Anderson showed signs of greatness early last season. As a true freshman, he lit up OSU's non-conference opponents. Then, when conference play began, his production dipped and his numbers waned. Opponents seemed to figure him out, and he looked lost through much of the Big 12 schedule. What kind of player was Anderson going to become? The kind who dominated early last season, or the kind who became a non-factor late? Anderson has answered that question emphatically this season, that he intends to be a force. Through this past weekend, Anderson ranked 4th in the conference in scoring with 17.7 points a game. That puts him behind the likes of Blake Griffin and Craig Brackens, a couple of first-team all-conference shoo-ins. But he ranks ahead of a bunch of really good players, A.J. Abrams, Curtis Gerald, and Sharon Collins among them. Anderson also ranks 7th or better in field goal percentage, three-point field goal percentage, and free throw percentage. Those sorts of stats should make coaches in the league sit up and take notice when they start filling out their all-conference ballots. Thing is, Anderson is more than a scorer. He ranks 11th in the conference in rebounding. He's just a smidge out of the top 10. And remember, we're talking about a guard who's been forced to play against bigger, taller guys all season. The Cowboys have limited resources inside, so the job of defending forwards and rebounding misses falls on guards. Considering that, it's pretty amazing that OSU's best scorer would also be one of the league's best rebounders. It's difficult to know if Anderson will be a first-teamer when the all-conference selections are announced, but he's a guy that deserves serious consideration. The Cowboys' struggles might deter some voters, but something that all of them should think about is whether they intend to hold team performance against the like of Craig Brackens at Iowa State or Curtis Gerald at Baylor. I suspect those two guys will get plenty of all-conference love, and their teams are comparable to the Cowboys. If they deserve individual honors in spite of their team's win-loss record, so does Anderson. What he's doing might have been overshadowed, but that definitely should not be ignored. I'm Jenni Carlson with the Oklahoma.
Let's see it.